Hey guys, so what just happened? Let me check. Okay, so we are live again. So I'm sorry guys, there was some blackout and my computer just shut down, and yeah, so that's why we went offline, but we're back. We were talking about BTC, to be precise. Can't remember what the last words were. I think I was talking about volatility and liquidity. So how to detect liquidity in the market is so easy. You'll be able to see some strong movements in the market. Whenever you look at the charts, there is a way you can detect if this movement was caused by like retail traders or if it was caused by big financial institutions. There is I think that one we'll have to talk about later, because I keep on learning new stuff too. So yeah, but this one is something that you ought to know if you want to start trading, because that is what will help you know where there is the support and where there is the demand. Though there are like a lot of things that you have to put or maybe pay attention to, because there are a lot of factors that kind of lead to these zones. Or even if you look at the EURUSD, sorry, you'll notice that it has been dropping for quite some time. And if you look at history, like for USD CHF, there is a story that caused like a major drop. So there is always bidding. That's why you know the most of these financial institutions will never show you their major zone, like some of the zones where they wait the coins to drop to, then they start buying, because most people will make money out of it. And you know, whenever we traders like incur losses, that's how these big brokers earn money. Whenever you lose or maybe you blow up your account, your broker is celebrating somewhere because it's his win. But whenever you make money, he doesn't make like anything at all. Like he can only make like a little bit. And yeah, there is just a major topic about that, about how brokers earn the money. So guys, we were looking overall an overall performance of BTCUSD. So if you've been trading, basically you've had people talking about BTC dropping to this level over here. I'll just mark it, because whenever you're trading, you have to also pay attention, because nobody is really sure about what the market is going to do in the next second. Even right now we're trading, we can see like BTC is dropping. We can only rely on our expectations, our options, like just estimating that this is going to happen, but we are not sure that that will happen in the long run. Anything can happen anytime, anyhow. So yeah, if you know the history of Bitcoin, started at around 2013 or 2010, if I'm not wrong. No, I don't know. This shows that it was listed here, but people started buying BTC a little bit earlier. So this is basically BTC from 2019. Most people joined in when it was like 5,495, and it kept on rising ever since, coming down to this level, testing out some of the liquidity, and then moving up and up and up and up. So clearly Bitcoin has been bullish for quite some time, and nobody really knows what might happen to this market. Not now, not like we were not expecting this to happen. If you were trading Bitcoin last year, then most probably you know that most people were betting on it rising to 100k, and most people actually estimated that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 come this year. But jokes on us, it kept dropping, and right now most people are placing their bets on this level over here, dropping to 10,000. But most people are also placing their bet for it to rise, because most people are there are people who joined the market, who came in and bought Bitcoin at this level. So these people will actually want the market to go up before they actually sell it. So there is this, and yeah, so for me there is this over here. So these are some of the things that I call like liquidity to me, for me, these levels over here. This one is a huge move, a very huge one. So for me, I'll be expecting this to move up, either not today, but this level has to be tested. So what I always do is, if there is a line, I'll just have to extend that. Okay, I just have to extend it that way, so that we wait, because this was one of the zones that most traders were watching out for last week when this happened. Remember, when this happened, most people thought that the market was going up because of this small upward trend. So we thought that the downward trend had come to an end, and now we were on an upward race. But jokes on us, this broke out at this level over here, and it kept on dropping. So we can see the drop was great, because kinda gave us some support and resistance, but now we have another place where we have to put in our support and our resistance, because we have to watch out for like this one. This was a strong bearish move, this huge engulfing candlestick, this one over here, this one over here, and this one over here. So we've had these kind of drops, and guys, this one you can always draw these sort of patterns. These ones will always help you know if the market is going to drop or if it's still. You expect, like, whenever you see a big candlestick after this kind of pattern, you know very well that there is a drop coming very soon. So you have to watch out for that. And whenever you see this pattern, I don't know, there was this pattern over here, expect maybe some upward movement. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be great in forex, you just have to be smart. At times you just have to use your head, or maybe just figure out some of the little things that you've learned and try to apply them, sort of, and they will always work. And trust me, it doesn't have, an upward trend doesn't have to be like this strong. It might be like this, it might just go like this. And you also see these, this one was so unexpected. This one over here was so unexpected. But when you watch out, when you look at these patterns, I think I'll have to Google some so that we'll have a clear notion of what is actually happening in the market. And yeah, some I don't even draw fully because yeah. So just an overview of what was happening, these sort of patterns, these were clear indication of, like, this was a clear indication of an upward trend, and I think that's the reason why most people opted in at this level. And this one, nobody really expected this. you know, it's almost the same falling flag, but then now this one went down, and this one is okay. This is always a rising flag. We always expect maybe a downward movement. So this is what we have. So you can see these lines that I drew. So for me, these are some of the support and resistance at the moment, what is happening at the moment, because whenever this market drops to this level over here, we see some push going upward to this level. But the major our major expectation is around this level over here, where we had our first breakout, that one, and then another one will be around these zones over here. Can just draw it over here, doesn't have to be above the candlestick. Okay, so this is it. So if at all this breaks out going downwards, then we clearly will be watching out for like zone 16 or zone 16, or maybe zone, which zones over here, zone 16, yeah, going that way. So zone 16 or maybe lower, it may go down to 10, as most people are expecting it to go to. But maybe let's hope it's going to drop to around 18, around this zone where there is some support, some resistance, sorry, and then we'll have maybe buyers coming in and push the market going upward. Truth is, for me, I'm hoping for the day when Bitcoin will start rising, because yay, most people are going to make a lot of profits trading Bitcoin, trading Ethereum, trading BNB, because whenever this coin like BTC starts going up, a lot of coins, a lot of crypto coins always follows, and there are like lots of coins that most people are just waiting for those coins to turn to $1, to be worth $1, and yeah, so that most people can start driving their Ferraris or Lambos or whatever vehicle they want to drive. So, or their Mercedes, Kenyans with their Mercedes. Okay, so basically this is 1 day time frame. Oh, come on, this is 1 day time frame, sorry, and that's why I had to draw all these, just for this ones will help. Like right now it might seem all noisy, all loud, and yeah, but then it will help in the long run, because we'll be able, what I always do once I've drawn all these, what I'll always be doing whenever the market is trading, I'll just be moving with my lines so that we can see where there is a support, where there is a resistance. And trust me, for me, I learned this trick on my own, and it has always been working. It works for me always. And what you are talking about, no, not that one. Let me just reset this. Yeah, so this is what we are talking about. You can always look at the overall. You see, at this level, this was a rising flag, and then we have like a drop and a major drop coming back to this level, but still not going up, still dropping. So these are some of the things you can always put a mark on. I know it looks really small. So this is a 1 day time frame. So let's move to like 1 hour or maybe 2 hours. Yeah, so this is 1 hour time frame, and you can see these lines, they were really small, but now you can see an overview of what is happening in the market. We have like a support over here, and this is our resistance over here. So in this support and resistance, you've seen the market bouncing to this level, going up, coming down, going up, coming down. This level has actually been tested thrice. So what should we expect on the fourth time? Is it the same thing that is going to happen here, like what happened in the previous market? Let me just show you. What should we expect in this market? What like these levels over here, this was tested once. Sorry, how did this one move? Okay, yeah, so this level was tested 1, 2, 3, like 4 times. On the 4th time it broke, going downwards. So we don't know if that is what we should expect here. We'll just go back to 1 hour time frame so that we don't miss out on this. So okay, so this is what we have. There was a conversation I was watching about different people's prediction of what may happen in Bitcoin, and I had like a lot of projections, different people talking about a major drop to 10,000. I think I talked about that, and other people talking about it rising even further. And there was an argument. I think there was someone who talked about this level having been tested not once but twice. Yeah, this level, I think we were arguing, we had an argument around this zone over here, and most people were expecting that the market was going to go up, but jokes on us, the market kept dropping and dropping and dropping, because at this zone most people were expecting that the market was going to go back to rise to level 26. I think the price was supposed to go, yeah, it was supposed to go up to 26 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, yes, let me just have it. Oh yeah, so this is what confused most of us. Most people saying that this level had already been tested twice, so the breakout going upward, and there was this zone over here. Just want to show you, there was this level over here, this level. This is how we drew our support and resistance at that time, and most people felt like we already broke out of this when this happened. But then jokes on us, the market went up, and like it broke out going downwards. So this is one thing that we did not expect that was going to happen. Most people had anticipated that now we were on an upward trend, but it wasn't as easy as we thought it was. So that's why it's always important for you to analyze the charts in 1 hour time frame and 1 day time frame. However much you are a day trader, it's good to analyze your charts using a larger time frame to give you an overview of what is happening in the market. And with larger time frame, there is always less noise. There is no a lot of noise going on in the charts, because you see this one clearly confused most of the people. Like at this point, most people at this point jumped into buy, check the buy positions to this level. Most people are waiting for a pullback at this level, but the market decided to break out. And this is why I'm telling you guys that nobody really knows what the market is going to do the next minute. But what we always do is we always try to have a different projection of what may happen in the market. And yeah, so yeah, that's what we always do, and it's never that easy. So clearly, if you are joining our live chats, you're welcome, and yeah, you can subscribe to our channel. You can give out your views of what you think might happen in the market. Yep, and show some support. So BTC USDT, what should we expect in this market is what we still keep on asking, ourselves. Will it rise? Will it fall? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? It's never that easy, right? Never that easy to know what will happen next in the market, but we keep on trying just to have an overview of what might happen next. So always have your own predictions and see what will happen in the market. So guys, this was a failure. I think I also had that as one of my predictions, but I remember telling you guys that anything might happen in the market. It might come back to this level, because for me, I did not draw this zigzag over here from this level to this level. It was I drew some support and resistance, I think, and I told you that if the market gets to this point, anything could happen. It will drop down, it could drop down, or maybe it will go back to this level over here before dropping down, or even going up further. So if you are trading, then this one never really played out as we had anticipated, but in the long run we won. If you were keen maybe and you entered the market going down, then you were in profits. This day I did not literally give out signals for this. I remember the only signal I've ever given you was this one, where I told you to sell from this level over here to this point, and then we took some buys, and then there was a drop again, and yeah, so I think that was the only signal that I gave you guys. So for this one, right now we are in another trend. So this is a bit of noisy chart. It's not that noisy, but it's a little bit noisy. Let's look at 4 hours time frame. 4 hours is a little bit better. Yeah, because if you are analyzing our charts within 4 hours time frame, trading within 4 hours, then we would have really looked this out, watched out, and maybe being careful. But at this zone over here, we are in support and resistance. This is not like I don't know. Let's see what is happening in the market. This already broke out. Let me just show you something. This was another breakout. So what to expect in this market is what we are really looking forward. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is gonna happen in this market? Okay, so for me, let me just give you an overview of what I think might happen in the market, what I presume might happen in this market. So I'm trying to zoom out, but I'll just go with 1 hour time frame because it's a little bit clearer. Yeah, so this is 1 hour time frame. If we are using volatility stop, the blue line kind of still shows that we are on an upward trend, but then are we? And this one kind of, yeah, I don't know, trend came to an end at this level. No, this one you would have been out. That's why we use this on a 5 minutes time frame. It's a little bit more accurate on a 5 minutes time frame than in 1 hour, but still works in 1 hour, so you can always just know when to get in and when to get out. And if you're using support and resistance, this kind of helps you to have like a clear analysis of what may happen in the market. So right now what we're waiting for is, these are sellers, these are people who are selling, and we don't know how far or how low we're going to sell. So if this happens and the market comes down and decides to bounce back, for me, if we decide, if buyers come in and we decide to bounce back, I won't expect any more further downward movement. I'll be watching out for an upward movement, because if the buyers come in right now, that will clearly show you that the strength of the buyers in the market has outdone the strength of sellers in the market, because we've seen some sort of resistance at this level, and it's not once, but from the beginning of time, maybe there has been some sort of resistance at this zone over here, and this one, a lower one. So most people actually predict that maybe if something happens and this decides to break down, then these will be the zones that we'll be watching out for. But okay, where is it? But if that doesn't really happen and we decide to, the market decides to go up, then I'll be hoping for an upward movement, because this level has already been tested not once but 4 times, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, we're waiting for it. This is going to hit this level on the 4th time, so we don't know if it's going to break out, but in most cases, whenever the market hits this level on the 4th time, it is usually common to see most markets breaking out, going downward if it is at this zone, and if it is at this level, it's always common to see the market going upward. And guys, you can see like this line has already been formed, showing a downward trend. So we don't know how far this is going to go or how low this is going to go. So this strong line, this is a volatility stop, kind of shows like an upward trend has come to an end, honey, so we have to take some sales. But then this is a little bit late. Why couldn't we just enter the market at this level over here, you know? So that's what I was telling you, support and resistance. You don't choose just one indicator whenever you want to take a position in the market. If you are using RSI and using like this volatility stop, and also including these support and resistance, or maybe using a much favorable indicator that you like, maybe the Bollingers, maybe the MACD, all those kinds of indicators, then you will it will be easy for you to like make good decisions, or maybe you'll have like 99% of having a winning trade as compared to just using one. Because let's say if you're using volatility stop only, at this level you would have been still holding on to your buys. Maybe if you took them here, you would have still been holding on to your buys, and you would have maybe incurred losses, because this shows that you're being now over patient. The market is coming down, but you don't think that it's okay for you to take your profits and maybe take a sell position. You know, it's like you having a buy position at this level and it goes up, and being that these have started dropping, you still take a sell position at this level and hope that this is going to come down and then go up and up and up. That's a bad way of trading. What you should do, once you've entered the market at this level, it comes to this level, take your profits and maybe take a sell position. If you want to take a sell position, you can take a sell position at this level, and then you keep on dropping. You don't have to enter the market at this level or at this level. So for me, if this level decides to come to this point over here, I won't be so quick to enter the market, take buy positions, because anything might happen in the market. It might go down. And guys, there was a line that was formed here, and you can see it is it has disappeared. That is what I was telling in my previous live stream, which was talking about the volatility stop, how to use it. And I remember telling you guys that you do not have to enter the market immediately when you see like that line being formed. You've got to wait and see what's going to happen next. So if you took a sell position immediately, you can see this one is going up. Now this can cause a little bit of confusion. Also, if you're a beginner trader, this can confuse you and you'll be able to close maybe your sales. Maybe you're supposed to hold on that sell, but then you close it because you see the green candlestick going up. So you have to be patient and wait for it to form like some kind of movement that is a bit stronger, that shows like there is a downward trend, and then you'll be able to see or maybe enter the market and take your position. So guys, one thing about volatility stop is that volatility stop does not work perfectly on a ranging market. It always works perfectly on a trending market. That's why the definition of volatility stop, you'll find that you're being told that it is there to help you know when to get out of a trend or when to opt into a trend. We use the term trend, not the ranging market. So what we have over here is like a ranging market, because the market is between this range and this range. It's not going beyond this level over here. But what we had previously, I don't know if I can use, let me try and use this on eurusd volatility stop. I'm not analyzing eurusd, not today, or maybe I will, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a trend. Let me just use a 5 minutes time frame. This is a days 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm just trying to find a perfect trend, because this is one of the currencies that has been dropping massively. Current position, the time there was, okay, so you can see this is like literally a trend, and you can see like, okay, so this level over here, you can see this massive drop, Let me see the settings to see some of my inputs. Yeah, 44. Okay, so you can see this was a downward trend, came to an end at this level, and buyers came in. This was like a moving, it was moving at a certain direction, and yeah, this is not the same as, this is a ranging market at this point, this one and this one. You can always check that by just drawing this. This is a ranging market. This one, I'm not going to have it all or draw it all. I'm just going to have this, cover that part. I'm drawing two lines. So this is a ranging market, and you can see like it doesn't really work or look so good when you try to use volatility stop around these zones. But whenever you use it on a downward trend, like at this level, it works perfectly. You can see like this was a major drop. If you entered the market at this point over here, it dropped to this level, and you can see whenever the market starts going up, it gives you that clear indication that the market is going up. You can take your buy positions and you keep on moving. So you can always draw your trend lines, you can draw your support and resistance just to be sure, and use other indicators like the BTCUSD, that kind of thing, so that you don't end up incurring losses. But whenever it comes to this, it doesn't really look so nice. It doesn't. And if you've been trading maybe for quite some time, then you know that these indicators, most of them tend to work perfectly based on the type of the currency pair you're trying to trade at the moment. So if you're trading, let's say if you're trading, maybe if you're trading like euro USDT, no, Euro USD. I'm analyzing BTC USD, USDT, and it's kinda confusing. So if you're using like Euro USD using volatility stop, it works perfectly. If you're using it on gold, it works perfectly on a 5 minutes time frame, where you can see like the ranging market and the dropping market. So like this one, I've decided to change the time frame from 1 hour candlestick to 5 minutes, so that you can see what is really happening in the market, and you can see the kind of movement that we are having right now. With the 5 minutes time frame, like yes, there is a lot of noise, but you can easily trade using this volatility stop on a 5 minutes time frame, because it's always more clearer, and you are likely to make a lot of profits using like these 5 minute time frames as compared to like 1 hour time frame using volatility stop. And you can see like even from this point over here, this was an upward trend according to 5 minutes time frame, and you can see like if you entered the market here, you will have made some profit at this level, and if you decided to sell at this level, you will have made some profit. You see, you can clearly see the volatility stops, how it's going. Even this point over here, taking a buy position to this level over here, that's quite some pips. You see, from this level, this is 769 to this level. You can calculate that how many pips would you have profited if you are using these. So right now we have been having some downward trend, and you can see in 5 minutes time frame, the market has been going down for quite some time, and it's still going down. You see, so hopefully it's going to drop to this level, and then we'll be able to see maybe some upward movement. Nobody really knows, but we are expecting something. What do you think is going to happen in this market? What do you think is going to happen? So guys, I think I've just given you an analysis. For me, I'm waiting for this market to come to this level over here, see if there will be a breakout going down. If there will be a breakout going downwards, then we will be looking at a different zone, that is zone around 16. I have a line drawn for that. Let me just show you. I'll have to use like 1 hour, it's a bit clearer. Yeah, these are some of the zones I'll start watching out for. Zone 18, if it breaks out of this level over here, we'll be looking out for this level over here. So guys, so that's it. I'm just going to leave my charts playing so that you can see what's going to happen. So yeah, going to leave our charts playing so that we see what's going to happen. In the meantime, too much time. can see that we are on a downward trend. You can see this volatility